What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and happy Father's Day, as it turns out. Today is Sunday. What's the date? Yeah, June 16th, and it is Father's Day, so that's cool. But yeah, I just wanted to upload this video. Actually, I'm going to upload it tomorrow, Monday the 17th, but however, this is my mini palette video, and I'm going to go over a few mini palettes that I personally love and have really been enjoying. I feel that they are like entirely underrated and everybody needs to know. Mini palettes are where it's at these days as far as travel, throwing them in your purse if you ever, go for a weekend somewhere and you just need a quick eye look, and mini palettes are where it's at. But yeah. Woo, there's me and my dad. Yay, Father's Day. So here we go. Oh, I want to introduce everybody to Samson too real quick. Yesterday we adopted Samson at the adoption event at the Key Bank Center, and look at him. Look at him. He's sleeping. He's only like 11 months old. He's a good boy. We love him. We love you, Sampy. He's purring. Do you hear him purring? Oh, he's so comfy. Okay, I'm gonna leave him alone. He's napping. Okay, let's dive right into this, shall we? I should have had everything out already so I could, do this video, but, okay. So, let me just... let my hair down. It's wet. I just took a shower. My bad. It's probably gonna take forever for it to dry. So here we go. Where are my mini palettes anyway? I feel like I put them somewhere specific. Oh yeah, I put them in this bag. Okay, so I have this here Too Faced bag full of mini palettes, and let me tell you, I told you already, mini palettes are where it's at, because I personally get overwhelmed when I see a palette like, what's a good example? Yeah, when I see a palette like this Too Faced one and you have this many shadows, I just I'm overwhelmed, man. I can't use that much eyeshadow personally, so I think that everybody should have a mini palette or two in their collection. They're just really nice. I personally think all you really need is like 3 or 4 shadows, maybe even like 9 at the most. I think ColourPop has been coming out with those 9 shadow palettes. They have like the blue one and the red one, and I think they have like a pink one and a purple one. So yeah, I just personally think they are so underrated, and people need to buy them, okay? You just do. You need one. You need all of them, okay? So let me just start out by saying, oh, this right here. I have 2 of these. These are the CoverGirl True Naked palettes. So these have 8 shadows, and oh my goodness, I have been loving these. Personally, CoverGirl is one of my top favorite drugstore brands. I picked this one up because it was on sale on Walgreens. I wasn't particularly dying to have this one, but I do like the different range of shadows, and I've been trying to start to get into playing with more color, so this is a really nice palette, and it comes with the little applicator thing. And then this is the one I actually have a tutorial video using this palette. I think I don't know, I took the thing out of here that came with it, but I really like the shadows that you get in this palette. It's a really nice shade range, and I don't know, at first I looked at these palettes and was like, but once I bought this one and started using it, I think the formula is really good, the shadow range, and even though I wasn't crazy about these up and down layout of eyeshadows, I really do think that these are definitely a bang for your buck. I'm not exactly sure how much these retail for, but it's CoverGirl, so I guarantee it's like $10 or less. And they have a few different color stories of those palettes as well, so definitely check them out. Samson is just knocked out right now. It's a lazy Sunday for him. Oh my god, I gotta brush my hair. It's just a hot mess. Alright, another mini palette. I've mentioned this one in another video, and do I only have one right here? I know I have more of these. I don't know where they went. Oh, I'm putting one of these in a giveaway, and then the other one, I don't know, I might have put it in like a travel makeup bag or something, but the NYX Ultimate Edit Shadows, this is the colorful version, but they come with 6 shades, and I really feel that these are awesome, awesome eye palettes. And the pigment is so nice in these shadows, definitely very long lasting, and you just can't go wrong for $7 and you get 6 shades, and all around recommend. I love NYX. As you already might know, NYX is like basically my #1 drugstore brand. NYX and Rimmel London probably, and CoverGirl. But just look at the pigmentation, look at how bright these shades are, and yeah, only $7. So definitely check them out if you haven't heard of NYX, if you haven't tried anything from them. I wish I had some of the other ones to show you because they are really nice. I'm just going to quickly mention, I don't have one to show you on camera, but please ignore my terrible self-tan. I feel like in every video this is gonna be a thing. I wanted to quickly mention that e.l.f. has a lot of really nice eyeshadow palettes. They come in like a little rectangle type palette. I'm not sure how many shades you get in it, but really nice palette. They're literally just $10. And I actually have one in my purse because I feel like it's just e.l.f. e.l.f. has always been consistent as far as a brand for me. I just feel that all of their products are good. All of their products are affordable. I feel like e.l.f. and Wet n Wild are kind of on the same level in terms of that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely check out the e.l.f. palettes as well if you haven't tried any of theirs. Moving onward, what else do I have in here? Okay, these I definitely have to mention because I just really enjoy these. And I also have like a different one here, but these are both Maybelline. Alright, so the Maybelline City Mini palettes. If you haven't tried one of these, please do yourself a favor and pick one up. These are so nice. And really not too expensive. I also have one of these little Maybelline palettes with like 4 shades in it and the little applicator. This is like an older one. I think they might still sell these, but these City Mini palettes, first of all, I just love how appealing they are to the eye. I like the little shimmer shades that they throw in there. Maybelline has definitely been upping their game in terms of packaging and shade range and things like that. So if you haven't picked up one of their mini palettes, definitely recommend, and definitely pick one of these up. And like I said, drugstore, you know, small palettes like this are not going to be any more than like $10. So you really just can't go wrong. And these little ones I always used to buy and love because they kind of would say, it would be printed in the eyeshadow, like it would say crease. You know how these things are, like, you know, anybody who buys drugstore eyeshadow knows. And then on the back they have the little diagram and it shows you like where exactly to put each shadow. So it's kind of like eyeshadow for dummies. So I always just love these kind of like little palettes. And I guess I just picked this one up because it had some green, and you know, I also have this one which is an amazing green eyeshadow palette. The only thing I will say about these shades is the dark green does translate almost black on the eye, so just be aware of that. But I do really like the gold, and they have a green that has gold glitter in it, and yeah, this is just a really nice mini palette, so have to mention those. Moving on, this is one I haven't tried yet, but this is from Wander Beauty, the Wander S Fling palette, and I really like this palette because first of all, it has a mirror, And then you have these 6 shades. And I just bought this off Sephora kind of on a whim because it was so pretty. I hadn't tried any shadow from Wander Beauty before. I got one of their like masks in my BoxyCharm, I think, but that was about the only thing I ever tried from the brand. But I got this in the mail, or I ordered this from Sephora, and first of all, the packaging is so cute with the flowers, and then you get a pretty decent sized mirror, and the shades were really just speaking to me when I saw it on the Sephora website. They are really glittery in person. They're kind of like not exactly duochrome, but like definitely very glittery. These two are more matte type shades. I mean, they're still shimmery, but they're just more matte compared to the rest of the shades. But this purple one, I was just like blown away by, and like had to get the palette because look at it. Like it's like a purplish, purple, blue, like reflect. I don't know. It's a really pretty shade, and so I just think this would be a pretty good palette to travel with, and not to mention the pan size. The pan size is pretty significant for, and I don't think this palette, it might have been like $15, something like that, which is not really too bad. I mean, it's bordering on a little bit more expensive for a mini palette, but when you get a mirror and bigger size pans like that, I think it's worth it, personally, for me, I would say. Anyway. I'm sorry. I haven't had my coffee today. I just gotta get a few sips. Okay. Moving onward. What else am I gonna mention here? So yeah, also NYX. If you didn't know, NYX has these little mini palettes that you can customize. They're just like the Z palettes. You just pick a few shadows and you put them in here. And I actually made this palette when I was in Vegas. I picked out my colors and put them in here, and I really haven't gotten much use out of it. I kind of wish they would have put like a mirror on the top, but it is a sleek packaging, and I like that you can kind of move the shadows around. So this is definitely nice. Haven't used it much, but it's a good mini palette. And then I wanted to mention the Tarteist Pro To Go. This one has a mirror and 6 shades. I just feel that like Tarte really knocks it out of the park with their mini shadow palettes. Another brand that really does is Too Faced. I feel that Tarte and Too Faced are really just like head to head as far as mini palettes go. And I like how it even says like Tarteist on the mirror. It's just a really nice touch. Tarte just knocked it out of the park with this one. I mean, no wonder why I grabbed it. It was in the like little checkout aisle thing at Ulta, and no wonder why they put it there because I don't know, it was just like an impulse buy for me, but I'm just so happy I decided to pick it up because each of these shadows has beautiful, beautiful pigmentation, and it's just so easy to create a quick look. You can just throw one of these matte shades and then you throw some shimmer, and it's super quick, super easy. And they even have some kind of like a scent when you put it on. I can't even describe it. Like they're trying to be on Too Faced level with the different smelling shadows, I guess. But definitely really love this. And the packaging is like velvety, and I'm just so happy I decided to impulse buy it because it's really good. And I definitely want to pick up a Too Faced mini palette because Too Faced always knocks it out of the park with their shadow formulas, and I just love how Too Faced always adds in that like little scent to their products. I know like a lot of people aren't like huge fans of scent and stuff like that, but personally I love when an eyeshadow or like a lip gloss or something has that really nice smell. I have a few lip products that just smell like sugar cookies, like I don't know, Dose of Colors always, like their liquid lipstick always has that kind of a smell to it. If you've tried their stuff before, you know what I mean. But I don't know, I love fragrance personally. I'm gonna probably make a separate video on my perfume collection because it really is growing, and I was never as obsessed with perfume before as I am now, so just stay tuned for that. Oh, my elbow is red and my arm is like orange from the self-tan. That's cute. Alright, looks like I have 2 more mini palettes I'm going to mention. I actually haven't tried one of these yet, but I have high hopes for it, and I only picked it up because tons of people on YouTube were recommending it, and I was like, you know what? maybe I'll try one. But yeah, so I'm going to start off with the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette. And it looks like this, and this is a really nice, see, this is just like the NYX palette, but look, they put a mirror in it, so they were smart about, you know, I actually think these are actually the same exact size. Yeah, they are. But I must say, like, Huda Beauty, like, knocked it out of the park with this. And you get 9 shades, so instead of like this NYX one where you only get 4, they put 9 shades, and you got a mirror. So I gotta say, if I had to pick one, it would be Huda Beauty. I had to get this one, obviously, because it's purple, and I'm obsessed with purple, and ever since I started using this, like, I've never tried anything from Huda before, so when I tried this, I had high hopes, and I have really been loving this. It's not what I have on my eyes today. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette that I have on today, but this palette is really nice as far as the different shade range that you get here. I think it's a beautiful shade range. I love these 3 like shimmery shades you have down the middle. I don't know if you can see, but like this purple one in the center is so stunning. It has like a blue reflect, and then you have this like light pink shadow shade, and then yeah, I've only dug into a few of them, as you can see, but definitely a good palette, worth your money in my opinion. And they have like every different color of these now, and they just came out with like the neon ones, but honestly I haven't been like wanting to buy those at all, because I just don't really, none of those appeal to me really. But if I was going to pick up another one of these, I would definitely get the green or the red, because those shadows tend to accentuate my green eyes. But yeah, all around, I think this palette is like $20. But, you know, the mirror, the shades you get, definitely worth it, definitely. And I just think it's beautiful. The little diamond they put on the front, it's a great, great palette. So yeah, definitely pick one of these up if you haven't tried one yet. I recommend them. And so Wet n Wild, this is the Rose in the Air mini palette that I picked up. I only got it because Nicole Cutler, I think on YouTube, said that this was a dupe for the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. So I definitely had to pick it up because, I don't know, like, I'm not crazy about Anastasia palettes personally. I only have one so far. I picked up the Norvina palette, and I have yet to use it, but it is really nice. I do appreciate the packaging and the shade range in the Anastasia palettes. Personally, I feel that they're just a little overpriced. I don't know. I'm not crazy about them. What do you guys think? Maybe I need to, first of all, try the palette before I can sit here and say anything about it. And then, you know, I might pick up a few more, because I know TJ Maxx and Marshalls always has them on sale, so I wouldn't mind picking another one up, honestly. They're only like 20 bucks at TJ Maxx. I saw they had like the Subculture one at TJ Maxx, and I know that was a huge hit when it came out, so I might pick one up. But yeah, this has a really nice shade range, and you do get 10 shades. And so I feel like for a mini palette, you know, Wet n Wild is just killing it. They really give you a lot of options here. I'm really loving this like berry tone. It just seems like a good, you know, everyday palette. And I think for $5, as far as, you know, the amount of shadows you get, and I don't know, Wet n Wild just is always a good brand for me. I don't know as far as eyeshadow, if their formulas are good. I don't know what makes, you know, a good eyeshadow formula. I just feel like, you know, if there's not too much fallout, and I like the shade and stuff. Like this Morphe palette I put on my eyes today. Like, so many people are complaining about Morphe shadows and Jaclyn Hill and this and that. And it's like, listen, I put it on my eyes. It looks good. I'm happy. As long as I'm not getting, you know, too much fallout and whatever. I'm not like super picky. Eyeshadow is eyeshadow, as far as I'm concerned. And then on the back, they even have a little diagram, and they show you all the different looks that you can create using different shades. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And of course, Wet n Wild is cruelty-free, so for anybody who is vegan or, you know, just doesn't want to use any products tested on animals, this is definitely a good option for you. And in terms of being a dupe for the Anastasia palette, you know, yeah, I feel like why spend $40 on a palette when you can get one for $5? Am I right? Okay, I feel like I've basically covered all the bases here in terms of my favorite mini palettes. Actually, these are all the mini palettes I have, not necessarily my favorite. They're just all the ones that I do have and currently use, or haven't used but will start using. And is there anything else I want to mention? Did I put... Oh, I put the Tetris palette in here. This is, how many shades are in this? Yeah, so this Tetris palette is actually another one that you could almost consider a mini palette, but this is the one that just came in the Boxy Luxe. And I love that it has 6 shadows, so you could almost consider this a mini palette as well, but I just put this in here because I'm using it as like a travel. I just wanted to have like a makeup bag ready for if I ever go somewhere and I need everything in one spot without having to like gather everything together. Like, this is what I do. Like, I just get a makeup bag filled with everything that I would need if I went somewhere for a weekend, like a foundation. Do I even have a foundation in here? Yeah, so I'll put just like a BB cream or something, and then, you know, a blush, a eyeshadow, eye pencil, or eyebrow pencil, a gloss, a mascara, a primer, whatever. I just like throw everything in a bag and just have it prepared. It's so much easier that way in terms of going places, and not even if you're going on a long trip. Like, I don't really go on a lot of long trips. I go on, you know, sometimes you'll go on a weekend trip, you'll spend like a night or two, and you just need some quick eye makeup or whatever. So I just find that works out well for me. But yeah, I think I've pretty much covered all the bases in terms of mini palettes for today. I hope you guys like this video. Comment down below what are some of your favorite mini palettes. Let me know if any of you guys have tried on the Wander Beauty palette, because I haven't tried it yet, or any of the Wet n Wild mini palettes, because I'm really curious. I don't know as far as formula, shadow, shades, whatever, but I definitely am really into mini palettes now all of a sudden, and I don't know, I just feel in terms of price and quality, I just think you really can't go wrong with a nice mini palette. So yeah, definitely check out my next video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and give me a thumbs up. And the more subscribers I have, the more likely I am to do my giveaway. So definitely tell all your friends and family, share my link, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And have a good rest of your week, guys. Bye.